So America's the most propagandized country in the world, and you're witnessing it right now. If you wondered how Hitler happened, you don't have to wonder anymore, because now we have a bunch of people in Manhattan chanting for the Nazi brigade inside the Ukraine military called the Azov Battalion. Now, I showed you that. So there's no doubt that there's not just a handful of Nazis in Ukraine, right? So they're interwoven into the government. They are the ones who staged that. They were integral in staging. Integral. Or integral, I don't know, of the 2014 coup in Ukraine. The Nazis. Now, the Nazis have been, the official Nazi slogan is now the official slogan of the Ukraine military. And, well, I'll show you this. The neo-Nazi group is organizing on Facebook despite a year ban. So just to let you know, this isn't made up. Neo-Nazis and the far right are on the march in Ukraine. 5 years after the Maidan uprising, anti-Semitism and fascist-inflected ultranationalism are rampant. That's from 2019. Here's another one. It says Ukraine's Nazi problem is real, even if Putin's denazification claim isn't. In NBC News, that's from March of this year. Not acknowledging this threat means that little is being done to guard against it. And there they are. This NBC News is even telling people this. Winning hearts in PR war, but Ukraine has a Nazi problem that NATO and USA do not talk about. The cartel of Western nations, who is otherwise swift and prompt in condemning anti-Semitism, look the other way, nay, openly arm and encourage fascist groups with neo-Nazi leanings, if that helps them in thwarting their opponents and reasserting their hegemony. There they are. Here's another one. There they are. This is the neo-Nazi problem in Ukraine. Is this a Russian problem? There they are. Okay, so I just want you to know it's real. Here's another one, just so you know. Here's Ro Khanna tweeting out in 2018. He says, ever since the Orange Revolution began under President Bush, the U.S. has been complicit in the rehabilitation and spread of neo-Nazis in Ukraine. Enough is enough. Our government must stand up to the Azov Battalion, and other fascist groups. That's what he used to say in 2018. But now Ro Khanna wants to run for president, and so he's for arming these same people he called fascists and said we used to have to stand up to them. He's totally turned because he's a tool of empire. That's who Ro Khanna really is, and he pretends he's a progressive to get you to vote for him.
You know what I can't wait for? When in the future this arming them is very successful, and then they do something and we have to go now fight the Nazis.
Yeah, we got to fight the Nazis.
It'll be back to these bad Nazis.
So why do I show you all this? I show you all this because this happened in Manhattan just this weekend, right? So this is from April 23rd. You want to hear what they're chanting? Sounds to me like they're chanting Azov. Azov. Azov, right? And there's all the Ukraine flags because you're a good virtue signaler.
Are those Ukrainians?
But not only Azov. National Guard, Національна гвардія України також.
He said not only Azov, National Guard, right? So the National Guard infiltrated with Nazis.
Поліція. Батальйони морської піхоти. Люди, взагалі люди у Маріуполі.
I love what Black in the Empire says. He says, still amazed at how good the establishment is getting. They got people to attack protesting truckers by calling them Nazis and then got them to support arming actual Nazis in a matter of days. So that's how willing dupes you are if you are going along with the NATO defense of Ukraine. Because there's only two ways that this Ukraine war is going to end. We negotiate with Putin and give him a way out. That's it. Or Putin totally takes over Ukraine and crushes the people. Those are the only two. That's it. Unless you want to have World War III. I guess there's three ways. But so saying World War III is not an option. Some people are saying it is. Let's say it's not. There's only two ways this can end.
Well, also we can just make sure it drags out so Putin gets bogged down and a bunch of people there just fucking die, but it'll be worth it so that jerk doesn't have the satisfaction.
Right. It's
It'll
already
be worth
happening.
all those Ukrainians dying for a thing that should be ended.
So there they are, chanting for Nazis in Manhattan. Like it's quite.
Well, that guy had a Ukrainian accent, so that's got to be a lot of Ukrainians. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I get. Yeah, that guy certainly had an accent for sure. Okay. Where are we going? Kansas City, Omaha, and Des Moines. We're going to be there in 2 weeks. Go to JimmyDoreComedy.com. Single tickets available. Anything else you got to say about this, Kurt?
I guess Azov Battalion's all right. I guess I looked at him. I guess I looked at him wrong, but you know, I've been seeing a lot of very persuasive flags changing my mind lately.
A lot of persuasive flags. We're doing live stand-up shows in Cleveland, Columbus, Pittsburgh, Des Moines, Omaha, Kansas City, Las Vegas, all over the country. Go to JimmyDoreComedy.com for a link for tickets. And single tickets now available at all venues. So if you tried to buy one before and you couldn't, single tickets are now available. Plus, while you're at JimmyDoreComedy.com, why don't you become a premium member? Sign up to our mailing list so when they cancel us, we can still stay in touch.